We also have a snack bar downstairs if you want to get any drinks or anything snackies. Now, on the right-hand side, we have Westminster Palace, also known as the Houses of Parliament. There has been a palatial building on this site going all the way back to Anglo-Saxon times. This used to be where the King and Queen lived, building. So the whole medieval Houses of Parliament went up in flames, big huge fire. And of course, all the citizens of London, they were very concerned about the government. Traditionally speaking, that's where the King and Queen would enter into Parliament through the doorway there. Now it's home to the Parliamentary Archives. So all of the laws in England going back to the 1400s are written down and stored in that building. Also, we've just had a general election called recently. We saw them all celebrating out there just a few days ago. Works, the man in charge of installing that bell. I'll tell you why it's named after him in a minute, but right now let's give these big bends and little bends and medium bends a wave up there. Hello, Ben! Hello! Hello! How you doing? Oh, we're going to be in a TikTok, guys. Do a dance, quickly, quickly. So the reason the bell is nicknamed after Benjamin Hall is because Benjamin Hall is such a cool design, they decided to privately fund it themselves to the tune of £75 million. They made that money back in about 2 years. The unfortunate events of World War II. And Royal Festival Hall is actually home to the there. Even though the outside of the building is a little bit dull, inside it's a beautiful Art Deco concert hall in there. Which I don't really intend as a compliment. That's because lots of the buildings a little bit ugly on the outside, but inside it's 23 beautiful theatres, the largest of which is the Olympic Theatre, named after the first artistic director, Sir Lawrence. Beef, gravy, stock cubes. English cooking, the finest in the world, guys, of course, you know. So that used to be the warehouse where they stored all the meat to make the OXO cubes. And if you look on the top, it looks like it's a sign advertising OXO, OXO. And they got into really, really big trouble in the 1930s because the River Thames is a royal highway and you're not allowed to have advertising, skyline advertising on a royal. The first is the Basilica. This is actually the 5th iteration of St. Paul's. The 4th one burnt down in the Great Fire of London in 1666. We'll see it again on the other side of the Blackfriars Bridges. Let's see if there's anyone up there. Can we get another finger of someone? Hello, sir! Hello! Sir! No, this way! Oh, you look the wrong way. So we have the Blackfriars Road Bridge behind us, the rail bridge in front, and these mysterious red columns in the centre. We'll come back to those in a moment, on the way back, I should say. And if you draw your attention again over to St. Paul's Cathedral on the left, you'll notice that there are no tall buildings around St. Paul's Cathedral. That's by law. By law, you have to be able to view the dome. The architect who designed St. Paul's, he wanted to put a 60-foot tall pineapple on the central dome, but he was vetoed, and he had to settle for the 2 little gold. Almost never anybody up here, guys, so if we get a wave here, it's a miracle. Is there anyone up there? Is there anyone? Oh, wait, where? Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay, try and get them. Hello, sir! Hello, sir! Don't be lonely, we love you! Hello! Oh, that's good! Oh, that's the first one I got today. Good job, guys. Good job. It's very hard to get a wave there because there's almost never anybody up there. It gets the least traffic to break the Great Fire of London. It was built shortly after the Great Fire of London, and it was supposed to be a monument to remember the Great Fire, but it was also an observation platform through which people, the citizens of London, could an incredibly important piece of UK naval history. This boat fired some of the opening shots in the D-Day landings at Normandy. This boat sunk the Scharnhorst, which was allegedly Adolf Hitler's favourite battleship. This boat also helped resupply the Soviet Union on an incredibly difficult mission through the Arctic ice in World War II. Saw active service in the Korean War, was finally decommissioned in 1963, and it is now a floating museum. It is one of the very few World War II era boats in the world where you can actually go aboard and see exactly what it was like inside. I visited it 2 weeks ago. It's amazing. If you're interested in naval history, definitely check out HMS Belfast. Now, we are approaching Tower Bridge, And Tower Bridge gets its name from the Tower of London, which you can see over on the left-hand side. Tower Bridge is actually a Victorian bridge. It was completed in 1893, but it looks older because the Victorians made this. Now everybody, you've been amazing at waving at these people at the bridges. This is the really important one, because there's an Edwardian legend that says if we wave to people on this bridge and they wave back to us, we get 5 years good luck for us, for the boat, and for everybody on the boat. It's a true legend. So guys, get your waves ready here. Let's get these people up on Tower Bridge. Hello, Tower Bridge! Hello, hello, oh, we got some, here we go. Yes, there we go. Oh, I like that. That's an interesting wave he's doing. That's good, I like that. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you guys. Have a good one. And that legend comes from the fact that this was the last bridge that sailors would go under before they went out to sea. So their friends and their family and their loved ones would line. So he began driving his bus to the center of the bridge. As he approached the middle of the bridge, he suddenly realized, uh-oh, I'm not going straight, I'm going uphill. By the time he had realized it was too late to stop, so he did the only thing that he could do. He put the pedal to the metal and he ramped the double-decker bus over a 12-foot gap that had now appeared in the middle of the bus and landed it safely on the other side. It's a true story, you can look it up. And Albert was hailed as a hero. The words, entry to the Traitor's Gate. Now that's bricked up now, but that used to be a tunnel that small boats would go through. And as a prisoner, you would be brought into the tower on those boats through that tunnel. And that was a one-way system. If you went in, you did not come out. Now, two famous people who were in there, Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard, two of Henry VIII's ex-wives, were both executed in the Tower of London. And that was actually a privilege that was afforded to them. Businesses on the bridge, there were houses on the bridge, and of course the severed heads from the Tower of London were also on display on that bridge. It's a sort of a deterrence. Now the London Bridge was a very good bridge, solid bridge, very popular, but right, let's see if there's anybody up there. Here we go. On the back end. There used to be a beautiful glass dome, Victorian style, over the top of the building. But in World War II they thought it would be a really good target for the Germans, so they took the roof off and they moved it to a warehouse to keep safe. And you know what happened? The Germans, they didn't bomb the train station, but they did bomb the warehouse, so we lost the roof anyway. It's sad. We get this guy. Hello, guy! Hello, hey! Hello, guy! Hello, sir! Hello! Also, it's the only building in London with a thatched roof. Thatched roofs were outlawed after the Great Fire of London, but there was an exception made for this building because of its historical significance. Now we're going under the wobbly bridge. It's called the wobbly bridge because when it opened, it was so wobbly, people vomited over the side. So let's hope that doesn't happen today. Fingers crossed. This is actually what won that competition to be a landmark for London for the millennium. This is what beat the London Eye. Anyway, let's give him a wobbly wave, guys. Let's hope none of you are singing us today. So we're about to return now, guys. We'll be docking shortly. So just to let you know, when we do start docking, please do stay sitting down until we give you the all clear for your own health and safety. Also, the bathrooms downstairs are now closed, but there are free bathrooms.
Mais putain, moins quand même. C'était à quelle heure qu'on entend?
1710. He originally wanted the dome to resemble a pineapple. Back then, a pineapple would have cost the equivalent of £5,000, and so were often seen as a symbol of wealth. Further east, you can see the triangular shape of the shard rising into the sky. It was designed by Italian architect Renzo Piano, and at 309 metres high, it's the tallest building in the UK. There are luxury.
العمدان البيج العمدان البيج
والله قريب تكسيره بالمكان ناخذ على السفينة المرة الرابعة رايك؟
انه يروح كذا
احنا